the event we have all been waiting for. The real stars of tonight's show. The greatest band in all the land, the Stillwater Christian School Teachers Showcase. SES teachers, come on down. Come on down. Let's go.
Welcome SCS teachers. Let's give them a round of applause again. Woo! All right, let's see. I'm going to have you guys, girls, come up here. This is Sadie and Jenna. They're going to be our helpers this evening. Teachers, I'm going to have you kind of line up down there on that side of the stage, and even might have a few of you sit on the stairs wherever you're comfortable, or stand kind of over there if you can, so we can clear up over here. I'm going to explain this game. We're going to play a little game with our teachers tonight. It's called Can You Feel It? Okay, so this is how it works. Here in just a moment, a cart is going to be brought out into the middle of the stage, and it's going to have something inside it, okay? We're going to blindfold the teacher one at a time, okay? And you're going to put your hands inside this box that's on this cart, okay? And you're going to touch the item that's inside of it, and you have to guess to see if you can figure out what it is that you're touching, okay? You've all had your tetanus shots, right? Just making sure, okay.
Just remember,
anyway,
we have a running
so
theme of I'm more than happy to. So yeah, this is going to be great.
What was that?
I'm more than happy to,
Okay.
right?
Exactly.
From dinner.
We're excited,
yeah.
right?
Follow us
right?
in here.
Okay, all right, we're excited. We're also going to show the audience a sneak peek of what it is, beforehand. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's see here. Natalie, do you want to get started with our first
Yes,
teacher?
I actually do. I'm so glad that you said that. I would like to call to the hot seat Mrs. Lisa Cummings. Come on out, let's give her a round of applause. Okay, we are going to don the blindfold, but I need you to know something about Mrs. Cummings. Interesting fact, did you know that Mrs. Cummings was the runner-up of the 1999 Miss USA pageant?
What? Are you Miss USA pageant?
Yeah, she looks surprised. No, wait.
Oh, we have a picture.
Yes, look, it's the United Unitard Suppliers of Arkansas. That
the USA
That was
pageant.
it. That was it.
That makes
Unitard.
sense.
That's it.
Perfect.
She looks good.
I gotcha. Okay, so our lovely assistant Jenna is going to put the blindfold
Okay.
on Mrs. Cummings.
She's more than happy to. I know she is.
All right, once the blindfold is on, we're going to go ahead and show the audience what is in the box. All right, we're going to go ahead and take that down off the screens now. Okay, now you can take the blindfold off, Mrs. Cummings. We can take it off.
You can take your blindfold off if you'd like. It's okay. You are safe.
There you go. There you go. All right, go ahead and reveal to the audience, but not Mrs. Cummings. All right, go ahead and put your hands in there. Let's see if you can figure out what's in there.
What could that be? I need to hear your reaction. So think of adjectives.
Wait, who gave you a glove? That's not fair.
It's slimy.
She says slimy, okay?
I feel like it might be some noodles or something.
Time outs for all of you.
You don't think worms at all? Okay, I was just wondering.
I think spaghetti noodles.
Is she right? Is it spaghetti noodles? Nice.
All right. When you are finished, you may go back to your seat. Thank you, Mrs. Cummings. Let's give it up for Mrs. Cummings. Good job. All right, next up we have Mrs. Shannon Jump.
All right, let's give her a round of applause. Mrs. Jump.
Mrs. Jump, she is our kindergarten teacher. Wait one second before before you blindfold her, let's talk about her for just a second. Mrs. Jump is our kindergarten teacher, and interesting fact that I dug up about her.
Oh, yeah?
Did you know that Mrs. Jump was actually the inspiration behind the best-selling book, Everybody Poops?
I did not know that, but she's been teaching kindergarten for a very long time,
Right?
so she gets it.
Right? Okay. So now you can go ahead and put the blindfold on
She
Mrs. Jump.
is very red right now. I don't know if you can tell under the stage lights. Mrs. Jump is actually very shy.
Okay. All right, now that she's blindfolded, let's go ahead and show the audience real quick what her item is going to be. All right, you can take the blindfold off. And
Okay,
she can
Mrs.
go
Jump,
ahead
I'm
and
going to be
feel
looking for
her item.
adjectives. Think adjectives. Ooh is not an adjective.
It's a peel. It's a banana.
Wow, I would say that's a great guess. Nice job. I love that hand sanitizer is readily available. Like, that's a normal part of this game. Okay, so next up, would you please welcome to the hot seat Mrs. Carrie Hickerson.
Mrs. Hickerson is our art teacher. Wait before you put the blindfold on her. By the way, we do have Purell for your hands when you're done. Mrs. Jump, you can go back to your seat when you're finished, by the way. You don't have to stay up here unless you just want to. Okay, so interesting fact about Mrs. Hickerson. Did you know that Mrs. Hickerson was one of the original members of the Spice Girls?
What? No
I know.
way!
And I think we found a picture. There
Look
she
at
is,
that.
right
There
there in
she
the
is.
background, in the green, right? But you know what? She was kicked out. She was caught hanging out with Salt and Pepper.
Oh, wrong Spices. I saw the later concert, so she wasn't with them by then.
Okay. I got you.
Scandal.
All right, so now let's go ahead and put her blindfold on. All right, let's go ahead and show the audience what her item is going to be.
That's always a vote of confidence when you hear them act like that.
All right, you can take her blindfold back off now.
She is handling this very well. She's more than happy to. She's up for fun. All right, here we go. Okay, Mrs. Hickerson, what is in that box?
Guacamole.
Guacamole? Let's say guacamostly. Let's see, maybe another guess.
Jello.
I think that's
Good
great.
job.
Yes, good job.
Let's give Mrs. Hickerson a hand. Thank you so much. You are welcome to go back to your seat when you're finished. Thank you.
All right, next up to the hot seat, we have the wonderful Mrs. Joy Butler. Let's welcome her to the middle of the stage. You need to know something about Mrs. Butler, folks. She's so ready for this. Did you know that in her spare time, Mrs. Butler enjoys making quilts out of dryer lint? Incredibly talented. I don't know how, it's like magic. It's sorcery of some sort. She's really good. She said she'll bring me one. I'd love to see this. Okay, shall we don the blindfold?
Let's blindfold her.
She said, okay. That sounds very Mrs. Butler. She's ready.
All right, now you can see on the screens what we're going to give her. All right.
Mrs. Butler, they are excited for this one.
All right. You can take that blindfold right back off.
She's got her hands ready. Okay.
All right,
Someone
go ahead and
to
stick
the
your
box.
hands in there and
Yes,
see
you
if you
can.
can guess what it is.
Can, yes. She's playing along really well. There you go. Hey, Mrs. Butler, what do you think is in that box? That's an onomatopoeia. So let's see if maybe we can get words.
How about some meat?
Some meat?
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Okay, she's getting more specific. She said turkey.
Slice?
It's
She
really,
wants us
really
like
close.
a bodega is happening up here.
You're real close.
Not right.
I'm not right. She's wanting so bad.
One more guess.
Bologna?
She says bologna or ham.
There it is, ham. It is ham.
One.
Ham. There it is.
We'll say winner, winner, ham dinner. Gets it.
Thank you, Mrs. Butler. All right, next up is Mrs. Rita Henderson.
Right, come on up, Mrs. Henderson. She teaches 3rd grade at Stillwater Christian School.
Yes, she does. And did you know that Mrs. Henderson owns a dairy worm farm?
I'm sorry, did you say dairy? Dairy worms?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
worm
look, see,
milk.
Look, yeah, worm milk. Right
I don't
there.
even know how that would work.
Well, you see, you get under the worm and you just like.
Got
like that.
awkward.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Little known facts about Mrs. Henderson.
Yep. All right, let's blindfold Mrs. Henderson.
Good job,
All right.
Jenna.
Now we know what she's got. We can take that off the screen, take her blindfold back off, and go ahead. You can open your eyes. You can open your eyes. All right,
Mrs.
let's see if you
Henderson.
can guess what you've got.
What do you think is lovely, good, squishy between your fingers?
You can open your eyes, by the way. There you go.
Fabric.
She says fabric,
True.
Kleenex.
maybe Kleenex.
You know, some people use it like that.
It is cold season. Be careful.
True.
She says tissue paper.
Well, let's give it its real name.
She's got something going on here.
Bathroom wipes.
We'll take it. We'll take it. All
I
right,
like it.
we'll
That's
take
a great answer. Good job. Good job.
Thank you, Mrs. Henderson. You can see our Purell girl if you need it.
Yes, our teachers are pure gold.
Right?
Purell and pure gold. Okay, I would like to ask Miss Gay Anderson if she would please come to the middle. Mrs. Anderson is our librarian at Stillwater Christian School, and we love her so much. Miss Gay, come on to the middle. Yes, ma'am, you're up. All right, she says all right. She's so excited. Okay, so we need to know something about Miss Anderson. Things that you might not already have known. Interesting fact, no, it's always a danger when I say that. Did you know that her first job was in an M&M factory? However, she got fired. Everybody say, "Oh." Would you like to know why? She kept throwing out all the W's. Wah, 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 wah. All right, let's don the blindfold for Mrs. Anderson. Mrs. Anderson, they're going to take a look at what is in your box. So you just stay right behind that blindfold. Okay? Are you ready? Go ahead and take it off. You can come forward to the box. Ta-da! All right, Mrs. Anderson, what do you think is in that box?
Grapes.
She thinks grapes. Decent guess. It's fuzzy grapes. That's dangerous. We're going to say don't eat those. Any more guesses?
Maybe kiwi.
I think kiwi is a great guess. Good job. Great job.
All right, next up is Miss Denise Kenna. Mrs. Kenna is our wonderful band teacher. Interesting fact about Mrs. Kenna. Did you know that she was the original model for the Morton Salt Girl?
I did not know this.
I know!
The original model for the Martin Salt Girl.
Yep,
Yes, thumbs up all around. Good job.
yep. All right, let's blindfold Mrs. Kenna while we show the audience after we get the blindfold on her.
Don't peek.
All right.
It's going to be a good one. Mrs. Kenna, we are
Hey, let's
super
double check
excited
our-
for what
is that
happens
right?
next.
Hold on, let's pause 1 second. I don't know if that's right. Is it right? All
Is
right.
it?
I think that's right.
Does it have any life in it? I was just wondering.
All right, we're good. All right, we're good. You
Okay,
can take the
so
blindfold
we're going to
off.
take her blindfold off. Miss Jenna, could you help her? All right, Miss Jenna and Miss Kenna, you ready? That's a tough question to answer. All right, here you go. Come on up to the front. All right, we're going to think in adjectives and we're going to be very brave. Here we go. Hands up. Here we go. I have no idea. Is that an acceptable answer? I'm sorry. Let's start with some describing words, and maybe that will help. It's gross. She said, not gross, gross.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
No idea.
No, it's frozen.
Okay, so it's cold.
Frozen, and it's very squishy.
Okay.
I know. It feels like crab legs.
She's right! Lots of that, yes. Let's do one more hit of that, because that is very important. Yay, crab legs.
Let's give Mrs. Kenna an extra hand for the crab legs.
All right, we're going to ask the always fun, always up for fun, Mrs. Melinda Hain to please come to the middle. Mrs. Hain is one of our wonderful kindergarten teachers at Stillwater Christian School, and I'd like to tell you something about her. Actually, I'll let Callie tell you. Callie, let's find out about Mrs. Hain.
Well, she's one of my people because she was once kicked out of an air guitar band for being too loud.
This lady's got some silent sass over here. You just don't know about it.
All right, let's blindfold Mrs. Hain.
Go, Miss Hain, that's right.
We're gonna show everybody what's in the box.
Classic comedy right here. Okay, Mrs. Hain,
All right.
come on up. You're good. All
All right,
right.
let's see if
Let's
you
get
can
those hands
feel what
good
it
and
is.
tactile. You can, I'm sorry, no lifelines. She doesn't even want to.
Is this a monkey? Oh, can I squeeze it? Is there? Oh!
What is making this mysterious noise?
No, a chicken and duck. I don't know what that thing is.
Chicken! All right, a rubber chicken. Kindergarten kids, we do not want to find that in her classroom, okay? So you can't go backstage and steal the props, kids. Can't do it.
All right, next up we have Mrs. Heather Sitton. Come on down. Mrs. Sitton is our teacher's aide, which means she's everywhere all the time, all at the same time. She's amazing. Interesting fact, did you know that Mrs. Sitton used to serve in the White House?
What?
I know.
The real white, that's impressive.
Oh, hang on, wait. The Waffle House. It's
Oh,
the Waffle House.
waffle.
I read it wrong.
It's
Sorry.
different.
She used to serve the Waffle
Different.
House. I mean, we all need eggs.
Short stack,
Right.
burn them, let's go.
Right, okay. All right, let's put her blindfold on.
They're getting better.
Don't give it away.
And by better, I mean these teachers might not be my friend after this.
Heather, just remember, I love you.
Hey, someone just said, is it real? You should be so excited.
Now, let's just be gentle with this one.
Don't hurt it. Can't say.
And something's teeth and an alligator mouth?
Yes! Good job!
Wow, that is impressive. That was impressive.
Because she flashed a smile, I'm going to ask Mrs. Emily Christian if she will please come to the hot seat, right in the middle, sister. She is our school secretary and is ever and always prepared for any and all things, be it runny noses, potty accidents, forms, and more forms. Also emails and phone calls. Okay, I'd like to tell you something about Mrs. Christian. Well, there are many things that I would love to tell you, but I'll keep it simple, okay? Did you know, Callie, did you know this? Mrs. Christian once won a Justin Timberlake look-alike contest. This is recent.
We found the picture.
Like doppelganger. I think she's been wondering what to do with her hair. Now she knows. That is really impressive.
We will put that in a frame for you to put at the school. You're welcome.
Social media picture right there. All right, let's put that blindfold on. Thank you, Jenna. Jenna gets the honor of blindfolding her mom. What a fun game. What a fun game. Okay.
All right, you can take the blindfold off.
There won't be death. We can't guarantee there won't be potty accidents, but there won't be death. Okay, think adjectives. Would you like to go in for round 2? It moved? Are you sure?
Oh, come on.
It's not technically alive, no. You can wear your glove, yes. Or you could even find a Thriller glove. You might need 2. It's not technically alive. Technically. I'm impressed that she's up for even trying this again with gloves. You are so brave. You can do this. If you can answer phone calls, you can do this. I know you can. All right, here we go. Not technically alive. I keep saying that. You'll find out.
I'm so scared. I don't know. Is that a toad?
You're close. It does kind of hang out near the ground.
I don't know. Ew, I don't know.
Oh my.
Is there like a person moving it?
There is someone in charge of moving this, yes.
Okay, so it's not alive.
No. Technically.
It feels like a turtle. Like a tarantula?
Yes! I really feel like that this friend of mine is going to have trust issues with Callie and I for a while, so we'll work through that. Okay.
All
By
right.
honor of deduction.
We saved the best for last.
Yes.
We have Miss Stacy White. She is our 4th and 5th grade teacher, amongst other things. And did you know that Mrs. White once entered a staring contest with Mr. Stevie Wonder and lost?
She lost?
She lost.
Oh, come on, Mrs. White.
I mean, I think we need to talk about that later because I'm confused, but that's... Anyway.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and blindfold Mrs. White.
Now, Sadie and Jenna are her students.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. All right, let's remove the blindfold.
This is definitely the best of the evening. The best. Okay, I want you to think adjectives. Do as much describing as you can. English adjectives, yes, be brave. You got this. It's no big deal, right? I can't tell. I have to tell you the conversation that's happening. She said, "Is it alive?" I said, "A little bit. Yes." might bite. But it's really very cute and sweet. Also unpredictable. Look how cute and sweet it is.
Let's give it up
She's
for
a
our
great
Stillwater
sport.
Christian School teachers. Thank you for being a good